Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Smitha. Welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I will be recreating this look of Rekha Ji. I'm sure you saw this picture going around. In my opinion, she was the best dressed at Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh's reception that happened a couple of days ago. It was this picture that I fell in love with, and I had to recreate this look for you guys because it is so stunningly beautiful. And of course, it's the wedding season, so you can definitely use this as a wedding guest or any parties that you plan to attend. I hope you enjoy it, and if you're new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe. I'm going to start filling in my brows using the Ardell medium brown pomade. I usually take this in the back of my hands to remove any lumps, and then I use my angled brush to fill in the sparse areas in my brows as well as to lighten my brows because my brows are so dark and Rekha Ji's brows are much lighter than mine. And then using the Instant Age Rewind Concealer in medium from Maybelline, I'm going to clean up the borders of my eyebrows. I'm using the e.l.f. concealer brush. Actually, it's the e.l.f. eyeliner brush that I use as a concealer brush. I'm also going to bring the concealer down to my eyelids to even out my skin tone, and that is going to be the base for the eyeshadows. I'm going to set this concealer with the Fit Me powder in medium from Maybelline, just so I prevent the concealer from settling in those fine lines and creasing. Rekha Ji's face was definitely glowing. Everybody's going for that fresh face look, so we're going to prep our skin first. I exfoliated my skin about half an hour ago, and then I applied the Sani face contour cream, which is basically a very thick moisturizer, and everything is seeped in and we are ready for the primer. I'm using the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer. I'm going to massage this all over my face and neck. To get that dewy look, I'm mixing 2 pumps of the Lancôme tint Idole in Bisque with a drop of the O2O Rose Gold Elixir, and I'm going to be applying this all over my face using the Wet n Wild flat foundation brush. This elixir is a face oil. You can use any face oil that you have, but only use it if you have dry skin. If you have combination skin or oily skin, you don't need it because you already have enough oil in your skin. I like to go all over my face once with a damp sponge, and that'll give me that flawless finish. A crucial step in getting that fresh face is to highlight your face. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in Honey to highlight the high planes of my face. This particular shade has a peach undertone, so it helps to color correct as well. If you have dark circles or dark patches, you can spot correct and it'll work perfectly. For a very light contour, just to add some structure to my face, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild contour stick in Call Me Maple. This is a cream contour stick. I'm going to be applying it in the circumference of my face, in the hollows of my cheekbones and my jawline, as well as to contour my nose. And again, I'm going to blend everything out with a damp beauty sponge. Now, because we're going for that dewy look, we shouldn't be setting the entire face with powder. That'll make it matte. Instead, I'm just going to take some loose powder with a damp sponge, and I'm going to lightly set in areas where I feel like the concealer might crease, and that'll be under my eyes and around my nose. And then I'm going to use more loose powder underneath my eyes to catch any fallouts from the eye makeup, and I'm going to dust it off after I'm done with the eye makeup. After much effort and digging through so many videos, I could finally pull up a couple of pictures of Rekha Ji, and it looks like she had a purple and gold halo eye, which is pretty apt for what she was wearing. I'm going to show you the simplest way to create this look, and it looks absolutely stunning. First, you need a transition color, which is a couple of shades darker than your skin tone. I'm taking Apricot Flower from the Creme de Couture palette from Sigma. Using this small blending brush, I'm going to place this in the outer corner and the inner corner. And then using a larger blending brush, this is the Sigma E40, I'm going to start blending the shade so it melts into my skin. And once I've blended the outer and inner corners, I will join the 2 corners through the crease. Next, I'm taking Cassis, which is a beautiful purple shade, and I'm going to repeat the previous step. I'm going to place this in the outer and inner corner using the smaller blending brush, and then I'm going to blend the two corners using my Sigma E40 larger blending brush, and I will join the two corners through the crease. To build upon the color, use a little bit of shadow at a time. Don't take too much, otherwise it becomes difficult to blend. So take a little bit of color at a time and then keep on blending. In the center of the lid, it looks like she had a soft gold color. So I'm taking Queen from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to apply this with my finger to the center of the lid, and I'm going to blend out the edges so it looks seamless. Next, I'm going to soften the entire lower lash line using the same transition color, and I'm going to be using a pencil brush to smoke this out. In the entire lower lash line, she had a very defined dark color. It's hard to tell if it was a brown or a black. A black might look too harsh, so I'm taking Cafe au Lait, which is a very dark brown. And with this definer brush, I'm going to stamp this throughout my lower lash line, very close to my waterline.
Perfect.
Now here's a step that I'm altering. She had used a white eye pencil in her lower waterline. Unfortunately for me, it's a disaster. I look horrible with white in my waterline. So I'm going to be using my very favorite Perfect Pear Eye Wand from Wet n Wild in Bronze Toast, which has a beautiful shine to it. And I'm going to be applying this to my lower waterline. She had lined her top lash line with a black liner and also winged it out, and I'm going to be doing exactly the same using the Wet n Wild liquid liner in black. Next, I'm prepping my lashes for falsies by curling it and applying a coat of mascara. I'm using the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. And for lashes, I'm going with the Bayfolin Foam Ink in XM299. These are lightweight and these wing out at the end, so they elongate your eyes. These are perfect for this look. I'm going to dust off all the excess powder before I apply a coat of mascara to my lower lashes and call it done for my eye makeup. To lightly set my contour, I'm going to be using Paranoid from the Sin Afterglow palette from Urban Decay. And then after I applied it, I felt like it was pretty pigmented, so I took my powder puff and I went over it to mellow it down. She also had a light blush, so I'm using Kiss Off from the same palette. For a beautiful glow, I'm going to highlight my face using Spotlight. I'm going to first use a brush to apply it on the high planes of my face and slowly dab it in with my finger to get the kind of glow that looks like it's coming from within as opposed to looking powdery. And then I'm also going to highlight my brow bones and the inner corners of my eyes. For that deep, rich cherry red that she had on her lips, I'm going to be using the Root Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Secrecy. And finally, to lock and set my face, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild setting spray. You can use any setting spray that you have. That'll make your makeup long lasting. And now for my favorite part, the accessories. She had a small red bindi, so I'm going with a small red bindi as well. These beautiful statement earrings are from Sagiful. I've included their Instagram account in the description box below. Do check them out. They have some beautiful statement pieces. She's always seen in sindoor, so I'm applying sindoor as well. And to finish up, I've layered two different necklaces. The one on top is from Bangalore and the lower one is a DIY. A rich Kanjivaram sari in gold and a brocade blouse completes this look. And here it is. Let me know your thoughts by commenting below, and if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share this with your family and friends, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I post every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've left a link to each of my social media accounts in the description box below, so make sure you're following me there for all the scoop, and I've also listed all the products that I've used in the tutorial today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with another tutorial very soon. Bye guys.